We kick ourselves all the time for waiting around and not buying the gear we need when we need it. Don't be like us and learn about the gear that we wish we would have brought sooner.
You gotta do the plug. He's wearing the merch.
So we need money, folks.
It's a new year.
It's a new year. We need money. We got more mouths to feed.
We do have more mouths to feed. We have freaking Kroger bags on the lights.
We have Kroger bags on the lights. Buy the merch. Give us money into our pockets so we can upgrade from Kroger bags to maybe some better
Whole Foods bags.
Whole Foods bags. Yeah, I don't know.
Click subscribe. Click the bell.
Yeah, click the bell. Listen to the podcast. Run all the sites. And all joking aside, all the money that we make gets reinvested in the channel. Lights, camera, audio equipment, new gear, stuff like that.
All right, gear I wish I would have bought sooner. 2023 edition.
We do this every year.
We didn't do it last year.
Oh, we didn't?
We didn't do last year or the year before. First thing, Andy and I were just discussing this off camera. First thing I wish I would have bought sooner was just bite the bullet and buy a quality knife. Now, we do sometimes we rag on knives because they are heavy, but I used to carry these like really bad Gerber ones, and for not that much more weight, I got like a nice Kershaw, and it is nice having something that's sharp that you can use out there, that if you have to go one-on-one with a bear with, it's got some weight behind it. But a quality knife, and I'm not saying like, you know, $200, $300, $400 knife. You know, a backpacking knife is not gonna be something that's like really, really good, but something better than like your $10 or $15 knife. It's probably not gonna weigh that much more. It'll be way sharper, it'll work way better, it'll be way safer. And that's something I wish I would have gotten sooner, is a nice quality knife.
What should you have gotten sooner? I know what that was.
Ever since I started hammocking, I'm going back in time here. Ever since I started hammocking, I have been, many people have talked to me about getting a bridge hammock. And over the years I've had a chance to use them, but I never actually pulled the trigger on a bridge hammock. But we did finally get I'll call it the Dutchware Kenny Banyan bridge hammock. The Banyan bridge hammock.
That's the 2.0.
Yeah, this is the 2.0. Bridge hammocks come with their own set of fun with it. There are some more intricacies that you have to worry about, but the sleep is so much better. We should have got bridge hammocks a lot sooner. They kind of changed the hammock game. I know I haven't been in a hammock in a while, but I vastly prefer a bridge hammock right now.
What are you fishing for?
All right, next thing I wish I would have bought sooner, because I didn't really buy this until last year, was, I think, not this tent specifically, but I think everybody needs to have in their arsenal a good, not super light, freestanding, two-person tent. It's like a trusty tent. You can use it car camping, you can use it, you can let people like borrow it, but like we started, you know, ultralight tents with trekking pole supporting tents. But I should have bought sooner just like a standard, this is a Nemo Hornet 2P, I'm not really talking specifically about this tent itself, but like the REI Quarter Dome or the Marmot, just a quality, not light, but a durable, easy to set up, doesn't require trekking poles, something you can use car camping, something you can let other people use, just a good solid tent. You know, you get spun up on these Dyneema tents and these tents that require trekking poles, or these super small one-person tents, but I wish, you know, I've been camping for a while and not until last year did I just really get like a good trusty, just a tent. You know, when you talk to someone who's not into backpacking, you're like, I got a tent. This is what they think of. You know, they don't think of something like this, you know, just like a tent, a standard tent. Wish I would have got that sooner.
He wants to talk about down.
Yeah. These down jackets are expensive, I get it.
Not if you buy the really ugly blue one.
Yeah. I wish I would have invested in a higher quality down jacket a lot sooner than I did. And when I say higher quality, I'm talking about warmer in general. These are expensive, they are high quality. I have a Mont Bell, this is the Mount Hardwear Ghost Whisper. Took me many years to kind of bite the bullet and buy like a really nice, a lot warmer down jacket that I use more often now. And I wish I wouldn't have screwed around and froze a lot of the times and just invested in a nice down jacket. So Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Wish I would have bought that sooner. Than
Go on Steep and Cheap. You can get one.
Then suffer. Something with some bulk.
Yeah.
Not these like winter or these summer down jackets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal this as probably one of Andy's idea, but something I wish I would have bought sooner, because once again, I did not get this until 2022, was a good rain jacket. Like an actual good, you know, $200 plus rain jacket that you can use for backpacking. We fiddled around with the outdoor researches. I got an Arc'teryx one that is super heavy. I don't always bring backpacking, but I got this Patagonia one last year. I forget the name of it. It is fantastic, but we just farted around with crappy rain jackets. And what I mean by a good backpacking rain jacket is something that is lightweight, that breathes a little bit, and that's packable. And you know, Patagonia makes some, Arc'teryx makes some, Outdoor Research does make some new ones, but we just farted around with crappy rain jackets for far too long. And it sucks when you're in the elements and you gotta have a crappy rain jacket. So I wish I would have gotten a good, classic, real, actual waterproof rain jacket.
What do you got there?
All right, let's talk tarps.
Let's talk tarps.
Let's talk tarps.
That'd be a good tarp podcast.
No secret, Kevin and I enjoy the camp experience. So we love backpacking and then getting to the end of the day and setting up a fun camp, having a nice campfire, relaxing. Part of the thing that makes the camp fun, if needed, is having a camp tarp. And camp tarps can be a little controversial because I would say 90% of the time when you carry a camp tarp, it never gets used. It's just somebody just has to carry the weight for the whole trip. And then you're like, you get to camp and everyone's looking at it, it's like, should we put up the camp tarp? And it's like, no, the weather's fine, what's the point? But in the times that we have needed it, it has come in super handy. I will actually venture to say, like, there were, like in that trip in the Smokies when it was like 40 degrees and pouring down rain the entire time, I don't want to say it saved lives because it probably didn't, but
We'll never know.
we'll never know. But having the ability when everybody's really cold to get out of the rain and have a dry place to store gear was just critical.
And if you have to build a fire.
And if you have to build a fire, we've set up many a camp tarp. I remember in Red River Gorge with David Gray and Travis having to use a camp tarp. It's come in handy a lot of times. So maybe having like a spare one, maybe a cheaper one, doesn't have to be the lightest thing in the world, of course. I do understand that probably 90% of the time it'll be pointless, but it's kind of cool.
Come on in here, come on in here. Something I wish I would have gotten sooner, and we only got this because they were given to us, was a frameless pack. We didn't get into frameless packs till like 2019 probably, and we've been backpacking for years and years before that. Now Andy did use frameless packs before me, but when I started getting into backpacking, like a frameless pack never even entered my mind as something that was feasible. It's like you need a frame, you gotta carry 30 pounds, you have to use a frame, and that's just not the case for a lot of our trips. So I wish I would have gotten a frameless pack sooner. Shout out to Light AF for in general really driving the transition to frameless packs, but also to giving us some frameless packs. And now he's on like his third frameless pack that he's given us. Oh wait, no, the new ones do have frames. Yeah. But I should have gotten a frameless pack sooner, and we talk about this a lot on our channel. I think a lot of people, considering they're probably only going out for a few days and they're not going out in the winter, can probably get by with the frameless pack, even if you don't have a super light base weight, because frameless packs now, the technology is just really good. I think a lot of people can use them, and it's an easy way to shave sometimes like a pound off your base weight. So I should have gotten a frameless pack sooner. Because it is winter, I want to do a little, winter items that I should have gotten sooner. So the first one, because in the winter, this is just crucial, is we should have done our research and gotten like real fire starters. In the winter, having a fire is crucial, and Obviously, starting a fire in the winter is a lot harder than starting a fire in the summer or the spring. Not only are things wet, but things are super cold or they're frozen, so it just takes a lot more energy to get stuff started. We farted around with the cotton balls, with the egg crate things in the winter especially, but go out, go to Dick's, go to Cabela's, buy these peat moss based fire starters. They're dirt cheap. One of these is like $1 and you can break it up. They burn forever. It's like it's basically like wax and a bunch of organic stuff just mixed together, but I wish I would have gotten a good quality fire starter sooner. Continuing with the winter camping. This is obvious. Should have gone ahead and pulled the trigger on the hot tent years and years before I did. We got the hot tent a little over a year ago actually, but we wanted one for years, and I could do a whole video on how that changes winter backpacking, but should have got a hot tent sooner, should have got good quality fire starter sooner. Probably, although we got these pretty soon in the game, probably should have gotten down booties sooner, but I did get those fairly soon, but I did do at least a season or two of winter backpacking before I got them. But a lot of things that it's just trial and error, and we've gone winter backpacking now for like 4 years, and I just wish I would have gotten that stuff sooner.
All right, that was it. Everybody has those regrets or things that they wish that they would change or do over, and of course, like, sometimes it takes a bad trip to determine that too. And then you reevaluate your whole gear situation based on that trip and decide to make changes. And so over the years, we've kind of learned what works and doesn't work, and it's constantly evolving too. So let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. As always, thanks for watching our videos. Like, subscribe. See you on the next video.